Hi guys and welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promeet and today we are driving the new Maruti Suzuki Swift. So this car has recently come to Drive Spark's long-term garage and this will be with us for the next couple of 3 to 4 months. So let us see what all we can do with this vehicle, where all can we go with this vehicle, and what does the all-new Swift have to offer within the city and on the highway. So today's video is not going to be particularly about a review that we're doing on the Swift, but we have got a lot of questions regarding the all-new Swift. So I have picked the top 5 questions and I'm going to be answering those questions. Hope you have a satisfied answer for the questions that you have asked. Now let me introduce this car a little bit. So this is the new Swift. Now the one we are driving is the ZXi Plus AMT dual tone variant, and as you can see, this is the luster blue with the pearl black roof, and actually this looks really nice. However, the red and the black also looks really amazing. Now if we talk about the pricing of the new Swift, now the new Swift carries a price tag from rupees 6.5 lakh ex showroom, and it goes all the way up to this one, that is the dual tone AMT ZXi Plus variant for rupees 9.6 lakh ex showroom. And in this you get a total of 10 color options. However, 7 are monotone and 3 are dual tone, including the one that you are seeing over here. If we talk a little bit about the engine, so this is powered by a 1.2 liter naturally aspirated. It's a 3-cylinder motor and pumps out around 80.5 bhp of power, 112 Nm of peak torque, and is mated to a 5-speed manual, or this one that is a 5-speed AMT. So let's begin with the questions. Now the very first question that we have over here, and I think this is one question that is asked by everyone. So the question is, how much mileage does it give? Now I've kept it at number 1 because obviously a lot of you have asked me about the mileage on the new Swift. So let me tell you, like this is a 3-cylinder motor. It has pretty decent power. It is not very powerful. Plus Maruti Suzuki claims that the AMT version can give up to 25.7 kilometers to a liter, and the manual version can give up to 24.8 kilometers to a liter. Now surprisingly, the AMT one gives more, and we are driving that within the city. If you have a light foot, if you're not in a hurry, and if you are driving in a relaxed manner, and that time we are getting a mileage of around say between 20 to 21. If you really see a lot of traffic, then I have not seen it drop below 18.5, but 20, a little upward of 20 is what I am getting in a very relaxed and a calm driving scenario. So one thing that also helps is the automatic start stop that this car gets, and that thing is really helpful. However, it gets a little irritating when you have a lot of traffic and the car keeps on stopping and going. So you have a button over there, you can switch that off and you are good to go. So yeah, mileage wise, this is really nice. It's got a 37-liter fuel tank, and if you take a mileage of say around 20 kilometers on an average, so 20 into 37 is almost 740. That's almost 750 kilometers. And if you have a straight highway and you apply cruise control, which this car has, and you set the cruise up to the speed limit, I think you will be able to claim or maybe achieve a little more than what the manufacturer is claiming. So that if we say 25 into 37, that's almost around 925 kilometers to a liter. But obviously you have almost 800 to 850 kilometers. You can go non-stop without stopping if you're on a highway. So now let's come to the second question, and that is, how are the seats and are they comfortable for long drives? Now this is one question that almost everyone has asked, what is the seating comfort? So as you can see, I am a tall person. My height is 6'1" for reference. The front seats are pretty comfortable because they are like bucket seats that you get. But one thing is that since I have a broad shoulder, so sometimes the bucket seats, I mean, you have to get used to it. But if a person is a little bit narrow, then I think it will be perfect for them. It is not at all bad. It's very cushiony, it's very comfortable. For long drives it is nice. So if you're a large person, you have to adjust a little bit with the front seats. However, the rear seats are pretty decent. You have two adjustable headrests over there. You don't have a third headrest in between, so comfortably 4 people can easily go. But this is a 5-seater, so comfortably you can go 4 people, 2 at the back, 2 at the front. And the back has a little I mean, it could have done better as far as under thigh support goes. However, backrest and the headrest is adjustable, so that is not an issue. So yeah, on long journeys also this car is relatively comfortable. Not the best in class, but it will not tire you out. Now, the third question that we have is, how is the AMT gearbox and does it have any lag? Now, I was going to keep this question for the next part, because in the next part of the video, we'll be talking about the driving, handling and the performance of the Swift. But since this question has been asked a lot of times, I'll just give you a quick brief of how the gearbox is. So this AMT gearbox, it has a manual shifter as well. The shifts are pretty decent. They are not very quick, they are not very slow. It's somewhere in between. It will not, I mean, there is a slight amount of lag that you will feel, but it is not extremely laggy. However, if you switch to manual modes, the downshifts are a little more quicker than the upshifts. So you have a manual mode and you can do that, but it will not allow you to shift until you are at a certain speed. So just remember that. However, the auto mode is the best in city. On highway, obviously you will not keep on changing gears. So the gearbox is nice. However, the engine could have had a little more power. Again, we'll be talking about that in the next video. So the gearbox has very less lag. It is not completely lag free, but it has very less lag, and it is a pretty decent and a robust gearbox. Now, the fourth question that we have is that, how is the light throw from the headlights of the Swift? Now, this is again one thing, because as you see over here, we have a full LED headlamp unit which has DRLs, which has a projector, a bifunction projector. It's LED. You have LED fog lamps. However, the fog lamps are really just there. They are not bright. Throw from them is like, okay, it's not very good, it's not very bad, it's just there. But however, the headlights, the LED projectors are really nice. So Maruti I mean, has done a lot of work on the projectors, and their throw from the projector is actually good. You can adjust the beam level from here. That's an electronic adjuster that you get. The tail lights, again, let me mention, it's again all LED. So front and back setup is LED, except the indicators, I think they are in the halogen bulb. But the throw from the headlight is good. However, if you are in very foggy situations like today we are, and this kind of scenario is at night, so I think the headlight could have been a little better, especially if a powerful fog light would have been given. This thing would have done excellent in foggy and rainy conditions. But now, overall, the headlights have a pretty decent throw, and yeah, they are definitely bright as far as LEDs go, because we have seen in some cars, I'll not be naming them, they have LED headlights, but they are not that effective. This is effective, but in a very foggy and like heavy rainy situation, I think the headlights could have done a little better. Now, the last question that we have is, how much storage space does it have, and is it decent for long trips? This thing, I must tell you, let's start talking about the boot space. So it has a 267 liters of boot space. That is pretty decent. I think luggage for 4 people can easily come. However, 5 people, if they are going, I think the boot space will be a little less. However, if you talk about in-cabin storage space, you have a 1 liter bottle holder on every door. That is a really good thing. Plus, you have 2 cup holders over here. Then you have some space over here. Then you have a glove box. So if you are going on a road trip, you have plenty of space to keep your luggage, to keep your bottles, to keep your belongings, and there are door pockets and seat pockets as well. So going on long trips should not be a problem. You have pretty decent storage in the new Swift, and overall it is a very good vehicle from the outside and from the inside. So yeah, these were the top 5 questions that we had on the new Swift, and in the next video we will be talking about the performance of this car, how it handles in the city, whether the suspension is good, whether the gear shifts are, as I mentioned, they are not laggy, but in heavy traffic situations, how are the gear shifts. So we have the AMT version, so we'll be talking about that. The manual version, we will try to get the manual car and do a video on that as well. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to our social media channels. I'm Promeet signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe.